Here is a quick playthrough guide for Treasure Map vs Perospero. I changed up my teams a bit from the preparation video to optimize them, but you can still refer to it for possible replacements and team building ideas. The link for it will be in the description and the pinned comment. Versus the Intrusion battle, you can use a friend captain Wanda Carrot for more points, but you can also use a Sulong Nakamamushi or Inuarashi friend captain. Just activate them in stage number 2 and not in stage number 3. For more damage but less points, you can also swap Treasure Map Tasigi for Treasure Map Legend Bone Clay. In stage number 2, after you entered the quest on Wanda and Jinbe, swap to the other form of the dual units, activate Robin to remove attack down and threshold, then activate Pedro to get a color affinity boost, remove the paralysis, but he will also be binded, and then activate Tasigi to boost the color affinity boost for the final stage. You also want to activate Jack to get a chain lock that will carry over to stage number 3. Attack doing the most damage with Carrot to beat stage 2. On defeat, he will rewind your specials, but Koala's captain ability will resist it, so no issues here. If you want to avoid Pedro's color affinity boost and use Koala in the final stage, you can activate Tasigi before Pedro. For stage number 3, we still have a chain lock and a boosted color affinity, and have in mind, you want to swap Wanda Carrot and then activate them, and if you are using them as friend captain, only their attacks will penetrate the barrier. If you are using Inuarashi or Nakamamushi, all of the team's attacks will penetrate the barrier. So attack accordingly to build up the most damage possible. Versus Jack, you mainly want to deal with Threshold and Resilience, but here we are going to activate Bone Clay first to get a full board of matching slots, boost our base attack, and also swap him to a Slasher or Striker so he can get an ore boost from Gaban and Rayleigh. Also activate his super type for more damage. Rayleigh and Gaban will give us an ore boost. Then we want to activate Sanji as well, early on not necessary, but he will give us an attack boost. And finally, Robin Jinbe will remove Threshold and Moria will remove Resilience. Versus King, you have two different strategy paths. You are either going to activate Garp twice to remove the barrier, or you are going to activate Queen twice to remove the barrier. You can actually also activate Queen only once and then just break the barrier by yourself, but you will lose out on some damage. You also want to activate Jack to get matching slots and then also a chain lock. And finally, you want to activate Treasure Map Hyogoro to give your strength units a color affinity boost. Do not activate Akainu, we will activate him after the revive, since he can take care of King just by the special activation and we do not need to again penetrate or break the barrier. Versus Queen, I originally used Halloween Koala as a sub, but now I will use her in the final boss, so no Koala here, we will get our damage from other units. First activate Blackbeard to reduce defense to 0 and remove Special Bind while also boosting your stats, and then activate Law to get some matching slots and a chain boost. Finally, you want to activate Kizaru for an attack boost on your Dex units and on the units with a guaranteed matching slot and easily beat Queen. Versus Kaido, you can increase your damage output by activating Treasure Map Koala in stage number 2 instead of stage number 3, but it is not necessary, especially early on. Roddy and BB are replaceable, check out the preparation video, but if you have them, activate them to regain your specials, remove Chain Lock and get a chain boost. Tasigi will remove Threshold and give you a color affinity boost, and if you activate her twice, she can even boost the color affinity boost, and then activate Koala for an attack boost, Luffy for an ore boost and for guaranteed matching slots, and then Sangoro Zorojuro to increase your damage even more. Versus Big Mom, we are going to use Don Krieg's ship so we can deal with resilience later on in stage number 2, and we are also going to use support V1 Rayleigh on the Straw Hats to reduce paralysis and despair. Maximum despair sockets are also mandatory, so Koala can be freed from despair and her captain ability can resist the special reverse we would be inflicted with in stage number 3. After Rayleigh, you want to activate both of your Straw Hats, and early on they will actually deal with the mini-boss alone. If the mini-boss survives, also activate Pedro and then attack to beat it. The Straw Hat crew will actually give you enough damage for not only stage 2 but also stage number 3. If you do not have Koala, you can use the Straw Hat crew as captains, replace Koala with free-to-play strength Garb we used in the quest versus King, who will give you your specials back in turn 2 of stage 3, and also replace Jack with a unit that can remove Threshold for 5 turns, because that is what Big Mom will gain after turn 1. With the showcase team though, activate Pedro if paralysis is remaining to remove it, then Jack will remove the damage nullification shield and reduce the damage reduction shield, Marigold will completely remove the damage reduction remaining, and then Koala is not necessary, just attack and beat the boss. And that's how simple it is to beat Map Perospero by using my teams. If you have any questions, always feel free to ask in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.